Okay, in the game we have Hoppip as a start here. I guess we can take Spearow and Pidgey as two more flyers. And I don't mind picking up the two Poliwraths as they are a staple in a water engine. And let's just take the Squirtle as well in case we go water. We only lack one of them to get the additional early water econ we can also do. And we don't have to go for water until the end game, yes, because we are taking water Pokemon early for economy. And let's also see what kind of items we get. So yeah, another Squirtle here isn't the worst thing. We also get a Lickitung, which means that we now have two wild Pokemon we can utilize. Wild Pokemon spawn more frequently if you have other wild Pokemon, which is good. Let's also look at this Caterpie and this Weedle as an option, and yeah, we have plenty of directions we can take this. So hello everybody, I'm the Harbinger. We are currently playing Pokemon Auto Chess, which is a free-to-play browser-based online strategy game that you can play for free. Link in the description down below if you want to play it out for yourself. And the basic thing is that we have a certain amount of money, a certain amount of spots on the field where you can field Pokemon. The similar Pokemon get synergy bonuses, and 3 of the same Pokemon will evolve. So yeah, it's a lot to enjoy in this game here. Ooh, Mystic Waters. We can pick Twisted Spoon is a decent thing. We don't have any of the items I'd like for Mystic Water, but the Soul Dew is a nice item. There are 2 Duskulls here. I don't know if I care too much about that. I'm selling the bugs so we can buy a Mudkip. We have 2 doubles of the water commons, which means that we do have a reasonably decent chance to go for water in the early game. And if we get just one more Poliwag or one more Squirtle, we have somebody to put the Soul Dew on as well, and that should be decent for the early game. We don't have particularly what I would like for the first items, which is Charcoals and Never Melts Ice. Can we get one now? Ooh, we couldn't, and I accidentally ran into the wrong item instead. Ay. We can get Pokemonicon or Lucky Egg from that, or we can get a Max Survive. Okay, so I think we sell the Lickitungs, we don't get more wilds, and rerolls we can get War Turtle. Okay, that makes everything a lot easier to decide. We are going in it as this. Plan is War Turtle will build Soul Dew stacks and take out stuff with his ult, and the other water Pokemon will just try to make sure that Squirtle can survive until ability power rises. So what the Soul Dew does is that it gives ability power, and the ability power basically increases his ult damage by 5 every second. So yeah, let's see here. Never Melt Ice is one of the items we would like for an amulet coin, so I'm gonna take the Shroomish. I don't think picking the Shroomish is gonna be bad for us. We can't field it since we have too many Pokemon here. Where's that Igglybuff coming from? Just selling these here, putting this one out here, selling that one as well. Having 21 gold is nice. Gonna sell the Hoppip too. We are going water in the early game. Also gonna buy a Swinub, just so it can give ground synergy to this Mudkip without interfering too much with our golds here. And the idea behind that is the ground synergy gives some growing stats over the course of the game, so both the ground Pokemon will be decent in the mid to short term in every battle here, or mid to long term, if they can survive until that. So yeah, we lost this one. They just had too many Pokemon for us to deal with in the early game. And that's just the way it's gonna be sometimes. We can't win every battle every time. that would have been unfair. So, what is our current plan now? Are anybody else also going for water? This guy is halfway going for water. Yeah, he's going water dragon. So we need to be aware that this guy will also probably want to take the horses, the Magikarps and stuff that we want. We don't really compete for the Gyarados in that regard, but there's a limited amount of Magikarps available to all players. So maybe we should want to try to find the Blastoise and the Politoed and discourage them from going water dragon. So I'm going to go on a little bit of a reroll run here, and just getting a little bit more Pokemons on the pitch that are good is gonna be very good for us. Also gonna take that horsey. I guess we can take. We don't need the Bagon. The other guy claimed Bagon, I think. So this should be a lot better than what we did earlier. All of our 4 Pokemon on the pitch are evolved, so the Cyndaquil has like 70 HP and 13 attack, while our guys have a lot more HP. Cyndaquil is level 2, or a uncommon tier Pokemon, so it has higher base stats than our common tier Pokemon, so we need them also to be evolved, to be competitive in that regard. I don't love what they are allowing us to choose from here, but I'm taking the Purloin. Gonna be sold, yes, we can get the muscle band here, put the muscle band on the Marshtomp, so he will grow his stats while also having the possibility to heal every now and then from his ult. So yeah, that's the plan there. Yeah, I think we are just trying to find the upgrades here. I'm gonna field the Seadra. And the 3 more Squirtles for Blastoise, 5 more Poliwags, 5 more Mudkips. I've done that before. I called it the water trifecta. So when we can do that, we have large chances of being powerful in the early to the mid game, is because it's so much power in these water Pokemon. And doing that also decreases the chance of I don't think you can find the Pokemon from fishing rods while if you have the 3-star, so it also increases the chance we would be getting Gyarados. So that's also a neat part of doing what I'm saying we are supposed to do right now. Okay, more Mudkips, please. Okay, sell the Mudkip, buy the Poliwag. Squirtle, sell the Mudkip. We can't get the Magikarp this fight, so this is fine. I guess we need to sell the Horsey short term so we can have more spots for Squirtles. So this part of the water game is always a little bit confusing for me, because we need to balance the fact that we want to have lots of Magikarps on the bench with the fact that we want to try to reroll for the water Pokemon we want. And we also want to have bench space for the free spawns. So it's a little bit weird to balance, I think. Let's see what we get there. We get Relicanth. Do we go for water or do we go for something like Gligar? We're far away from making sense of Gligar though. So yeah, Relicanth is gonna be our guy here. We can sell the. Do we need the Piloswine? I don't think we need the Piloswine. We'll sell that. We can make one back later if we need. Come on, Squirtles. finding everything else we want to buy except the Squirtles. Of course, I say that and we get one. But only one. Ugh. Yeah, we need to free up space. Let's sell one of the Poliwags, even though it's annoying. Have the other guy gotten one of the Squirtles we wanted here? It doesn't look like they went for Squirtle at all, so there should be plenty of Squirtles in the pool, but we just can't seem to find them currently. And that's fine, we don't need to be lucky all the time, but here finally we have our charcoal. Let's sell that Stunky, get that amulet coin, give the amulet coin to the war turtle, and if we can find the Blastoise now, I would be really happy. There he is. So, lot higher base attack. And every time he knocks something out, we are going to get another coin. Awesome. Let's also give Stardust to Marshtomp. So every time he heals, he also gains shield. That's nice. Okay, then we can start to build, continue to build the Polyhurl or the Politoad. I don't really know which one of those we're going to go for yet. But yeah, now Blastoise is basically on gold generation duty. 4 gold first battle. Ka-ching! I'm guessing Blastoise is doing the most damage of my entire team as well, so that's pretty good. Okay, can buy some horses as well. What do we want here? I think we like a magnet if we can have it, so we can make an upgrade to make Blastoise even more terrifying. Either that or Shell Bell. Nah, want a magnet. Does this? Yeah, it also gives some amount of ability power. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Blastoise is a decent carrier for those items. Worst case, we can always sell him in the end game to regain the items and put it on something else. But if you don't have to do that, if you don't have to sell the Blastoise to free up the items, I'm not gonna be sad. I'm actually gonna be happy. Let's see. We have 1 spot for Magikarps, and we need 3 more Magikarps or Dittos to make the Gyarados. The Gyarados is basically a free legendary. I think it has like 30 base damage, 300 HP, and it's just a total tank. Both in that it can take a lot of punishment and also deals out lots of damage. So let's look at this Blastoise. Oh, increasing attack speed, dealing tons of damage, getting tons of gold, and the frontliners are just frontlining, letting Blastoise build stacks and go ham. Oh, that's lovely. We didn't need that thing. Just thinking, we could also build Kabuto here, just to give Relicanth even more survivability by getting the fossil combo, which means that when Relicanth dies, he will resurrect and come back with higher base attack, giving Blastoise even more chances to build Soul Dew and attack speed. Yeah, this is a really heavy econ build. We're basically getting free spawns every round, and we are also getting tons of money on Blastoise, and we're also having quite a few victories here. I'm gonna do some rerolls since we want to have another Polyhurl here. or another Kabuto. Let's sell the horsey for now. Okay, it's a PvE fight, so we don't need to have the space for the free spawn this turn, because it's only free spawns in the PvE rounds, and it's also a thing that since we have 6 water Pokemon on the pitch now, we have a super rod rather than an old rod, which means that we have a lower chance to hit Magikarps. Punching glove, or just another charcoal. We can make a red orb with that. Let's try to find another poly hurl. Actually, you know what? Let's ditch the Gyarados this game. We can go without him. Go for other stuff. I was thinking this guy that went for dragons probably went for Gyarados already instead, but also basically we have opportunity to go for water fossil stuff. I don't know if that's going to be important, but yeah. Okay, here he is, Polyhurl, and I'm just so so annoyed with having to roll past stuff I want to pick up. So yeah, I'm just having more Dittos. We're not that far away from the possibility of getting Sobble, and once you get Sobble, you really want to start prioritizing building that thing, and spending Dittos to get Sobble upgrades instead of getting a Gyarados could be quite decent to prioritize. Tune. Okay, this is annoying that Tarkle came in and dodge tanked our turtle versus turtle fight, and our turtle lost. I'm guessing we have a tortoise, not a turtle, since it's Blastoise. Anyway, let's see. We probably want one of these Mystic Waters if we can have it. We couldn't, so we look for something else then. And that something else is gonna be one of these charcoals. And it's gonna make another red orb. Red orbs are good damage. Put that on Relicanth. It's a flat base 10 damage, and on top of that we're also gonna get 25% of whatever this is. Let's save it for the Tower Duo. Let's save it for a legendary. Give the legend the thing, and let's try to find some horsies here. Horsies and Poliwags. None of them. I'd really love to have the Politoed before we leave this area, and make it even harder to find commons. Come on! Oh well. Yeah, now we are starting to actually lose a lot here. We do have HP to leverage, so we don't need to worry. We're still in second place, but I'm not too confident about our long-term prospects if we don't get sizable upgrades in the near future. A Kingdra is certainly a decent upgrade. If we can get something good from the Tower Duo, it will also probably be really good. I'm just gonna buy this Dratini, just in case we can't get the water stuff we want, and we have to pick a Dragon Legendary instead. If we can get the Palika, that's fine. If you can get the... I wouldn't mind Groundon either, because we have the red orb. We wouldn't have the synergies for Groundon, but we would still have a primal Groundon, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Come on, head smash. Ook. A Rock Tomb with this. The Rock Tomb, I thought they had a head smash. Mixing it up with other Pokemon. Okay, Tower Duo fight incoming. Gonna do absolutely nothing, just gonna take a chill, gonna see how this fight shakes out. If Blastoise gets the kill, we get another interest, so if we don't spend money, we can look on that, and it's not gonna take long to spend all the cash we have to look for more Poliwags down the line anyway. If that is what we want to do next turn. We might want to also try to buy horses. Kingdra is decent power spike. Maybe not power spike at this point in the game, it's stage 20. Maybe we instead should go on the hunt for that Sobble and the Drizzle. That means we need to spend some money leveling up. Ooh, I want this one if I can have it. I probably can't have it because we're competing with this Rayquaza. Okay. Somebody else took it? Isn't it this guy that's water? Is somebody else also water? Ah well, I guess we go... Keldo. Could also go Guslord or Eternus. This is Dragon and Fossil. So the Dragon will make Seadra count as another water. If we also field Dratini, no, we need the water Pokemon because we don't have enough water dragons to compensate. I'm gonna sell Dratini, buy 20 XP, field Keldon, give him the red orb, so he's gonna have a flat base 40 attack here, and some of that is going to be true damage. And yeah, he would prefer to have the fighting synergy. He can't really get enough of that. Bug Arceus, double Arceus, that's... Does that... does the Arceus judgment ability take into account that there are two Arceus? If it does, then that's a little bit silly. I hope it doesn't. No upgrades. Okay, protective pads. Do we have anything dealing with recoil? Nah. It's just additional shielding, so put it on Keldon, I think. After we're done with this battle, that is. Another player that got Arceus. This is a grass Arceus. Easier for us to deal with this player, so happy about that. But yeah, we have spent too much money rerolling and not getting what we would have liked. So I don't think we have the capabilities of hitting I don't think we're gonna hit 9 because it's gonna cost us 50 gold for the level 8 and then 70 gold for level 9. So 120 golds. That's 120 gold we don't have because we spent 100 gold on rerolls already. So yeah, I think we are happy if we can pick up a Sobble and make it into Sure. And make it into a drizzle with our 2 dittos, but I don't think we can expect to. Okay, let's buy that mudkip as well. I don't think we can expect to hit very much more in terms of levels, because we can hit more levels, but we can't hit we can't hit higher synergy levels, I think. So if we are to win, I think we have to win on 7 spots, and just utilize the fact that we have a tight, compact power rather than the wide and the wide stuff here with additional mana. I don't think it's going to be impossible to do it. I just think that it's correct of us to try to maximize the chance that we are getting more power on our current board rather than a potential board in the future. There's another polywag. Okay. In theory, we can make Kingda. We're sacrificing both dittos to do it. I don't want to do that. Different priority would be to prioritize getting Marshtomp, since Marshtomp will be a better frontliner for us. That will keep everything alive for much longer, which is a priority, so gonna try for that as well. It will be sold immediately. Put that on Keldon. Okay. Mudkip. Okay. Swampert. There he is. Okay. Okay. So that's increasing the survivability of one of our main frontliners by a lot. Also clears up a lot of space. We did it just in time to fight the birds instead of getting interest. That is of course something we should have been trying to pay more attention to. I think I say that every other episode. Try to pay more attention to which fights are PvE fights and which fights are not PvE fights. But it's hard to actually do it and not just say it here. I think I'd like another hold you. This time we are gonna save it for the Sobble or the Drizzle or what they are called. There's another Poliwag. One more. Okay. Really close, really close. We might even get it for free every PvP fight, which is really tempting. So it's going to be a Poliwrath if evolved on the front lane, Politoad if evolved on the back lane. Actually, I think we might want to have it as a Poliwrath this game. Usually I make it into Politoad because that helps with the more mana regen, and he's more of a backliner. But since we have the fighting synergy, maybe we do want it as the frontliner. Politoad changes fighting into sound, I think. So it changes the capabilities of the Pokemon quite a lot. I'm gonna put them over here. And then we are gonna reroll. Sure, take the horsey. Nope. Okay. And now we are actually the top dog here. So whoever was in first place, I think it's I don't know who the first place was, but they have fallen off quite a bit here, and we are just currently doing quite good for us. Okay, we're gonna have to keep up that. I'm going to take more survivability items. Maybe I pick the fossil here. That can be utilized, so when we get our drizzle, we can make it into a fossil, so whenever he dies, he has a chance to respawn, or he will respawn. So he will have to be taken out twice. Another ditto. Sure, we take another ditto, that way we can make Polywrath here and now. And still have dittos in the backup to make an instant drizzle once we get the opportunity to do that. Actually, let's fossilize Swampert. Fossilize Swampert is gonna be on the front lines a lot for us. And all of these stacks with Muscle Band will also come back with him when he respawns. So this turn didn't go quite well. Somebody farted on the entire stage, and that made our Pokemon uneasy. Suicune fight, we don't need to stress. I'm just re-rolling anyway because there isn't really too much to do precisely this turn. Who are we taking out if we find a Sobble? I think it's either Kabutops or Seadra. It feels wrong to take out Seadra since we are so close to a Kingdra. But we aren't really utilizing Seadra for what they are worth, since we don't run dragons and Gyarados and stuff. Okay, how are you doing? You are... I'm gonna make something into a shiny. I'm gonna make a shiny Relicanth, just because I like to make the uniques shiny. Okay, we just have to increase our actual power here. So I'm spending the Dittos. We have a 1% chance to hit an Ultra, and that Ultra has like a 10% chance to be a Sobble. It's really hard to expect us to survive until we get that thing, and also to expect it to make the difference. So we had to do something there. It didn't work. We probably should also have given the Soldew to the Kingdra. Yeah, because if we had gotten the Sobble, we could just hold the Kingdra to make place for the new guy. That probably would have been the correct thing to do. We can't reroll anymore because we are out. But yeah, that would probably have been the correct thing to do. Having this Soldier sitting here doing nothing didn't really do anything for us. Maybe we could have given it to the Poliwrath. He did quite a lot of damage this game, but not enough. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you want to try it out for yourself, it's in the link in the description down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.